We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson giving these fans a show.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now, here's Johnson. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Fox. Here he goes. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Took him no time at all on that one. Johnson's got 5 now.
And we've seen Johnson become more confident with his outside shot. Now the next step for him, let's become more consistent.
For the 3. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Fox. And he drives in. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Johnson, that's for 2. Goes back up. San Antonio with the rebound. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. For 3, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And last season's most improved player, and Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now, here's Johnson. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And that one's good. Daniels.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Spurs trail by 17. Down low. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, that time they're out in the open floor, and Jalen Johnson finished off that break beautifully.
Here's Harper. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. Johnson
for three. Another three for Atlanta.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harper, no good. The Hawks leading by 20. To the wing on the left. Kuminga with a wide open look. Another three for Atlanta.
They find Kuminga in the corner.
And stolen by Daniels. A wide open look here. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
GA, you hear about three-level scores, but is it just three levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe five-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Fox. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looked frustrated.
Kispert with the bucket.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the team.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Newell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Fox with it. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Johnson for three. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. It's stolen by Kuminga. Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Kuminga. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Spurs substitution. Harrison Barnes. Devin Vassell.
Johnson surveying the floor. Just 3 to shoot. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, everything right now is clicking for Johnson, and it is so fun to watch him when he gets in a groove like this.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And taken away by Johnson. Outside Daniel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Man, Jalen Johnson, in the blink of an eye, he is at the rim.
And stolen by Castle. For San Antonio, they've shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Harper up top. Daniels with the steal. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And that's now 20 points for Jalen Johnson.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson outside. Puts up a deep 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
10 through 1/2. It hasn't even been close. Hawks on top, running away with this one. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Good D by Barnes.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that.
Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable! Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Here's Vassell. The teardrop falls in.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
to the right side. Okongwu, a good look. Off target from the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. And he dunks it down.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Fox has it in the corner. Johnson with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Back to Johnson. Outside, Kuminga. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 11 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Johnson, wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do. Believe me, you definitely do.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor. A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Makes it off the glass. Castle's got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
On the wing, Fox. Here's Cornette. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Vassell grabs the board. Castle with the bounce pass. Here's Fox. Rebounded by McCollum. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Sinks the triple. 6 points for Rizachet.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Kispert wide open. He fires. No good from outside. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bucks ahead, opening up a...
The Spurs, 40.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Outside Harper. Rebound Atlanta. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The 3 from Johnson. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Atlanta. Here's Harper. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
is Johnson. It's hauled in by Cornette. Fox with it. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Inside. Cornette can't get it to go. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
On the move, fighting through contact. Johnson is a force.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Wembanyama for 3. The shot will not fall. And the Hawks with possession here. In the corner, Daniels. The three-pointer is right on target.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And so it's San Antonio with it. To the middle. There's Kuminga. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And potential has really been the key word with Jonathan Kuminga. And each season, he seems to be gaining more and more confidence.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. And there's the drive.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Wasted no time on that one. Landale's got his first points of the game.
But that's a nice look right there. You can run your offense through Johnson. He's that talented.
Fox looking it over. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Johnson with the drive. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, he gets to the rack in a hurry with all that length. Johnson putting it on display.
Back to Castle. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Batted away by Wembanyama with authority. Victor saw that coming a mile away.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Johnson.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Taken away. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 34 points.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.